Hello, my loves. Welcome back to another reaction. It's a little bit different today because I'm trying something new as always. I think today's just new content day. You know, we did the Kingdom Hearts stuff last week and I'm like, you know what? Let's get a little bit weirder. So we got Let's Game It Out. I picked Let's Game It Out because I hear really good things about it and I wanna check it out. Also, I love Raft. I am obsessed with like management games and survival craft, anything crafting. If I give a pickaxe in it, I'm playing it. That's usually how it goes. And anything automation, I'm just a freaking slut for animation, all right? It's a big thing of mine. But I like playing a lot of different games. That's why I want to start getting into streaming possibly more often, depending on how it goes. I don't know. I don't know how yesterday went because it's still today. Anyway, I built a raft that's a mile long and defies all physics. Okay. Okay.
Hey there, it's Josh. Welcome back to Let's Game It Out. We're checking out Raft today, where we have to survive on the open water forever, and I'm sure we'll have some fun along the way. And also, this video is sponsored by NVIDIA GeForce Now, which is their cloud gaming service that lets you play your own PC games without needing a high-powered gaming rig or even installing the game locally. And to show
I just love games where, like, it's simplistic at first because it's like, hey, you're on a raft, just don't die. That's it. That's your goal. And then you start building it out and you get a little cute thing here. And it's just you and the shark. It's a sweet little vibe.
showcase its capabilities, this whole episode has been recorded using GeForce Now. So everything you're seeing is not coming from my own computer. It's coming from their computers. But I'll talk more about that later in the video. For now, let's get our raft underway. So here we are in the big, beautiful world of Raft.
Yeah.
Just you, me, this fellow, as well as this fun hook tool, my beautifully manicured fingernails, and miles of debris. Oh, and this...
It's perfect, is it not? Has anyone else played this? It's just, like... this is all you start off with. It's perfect. I love it. It's almost like I've only played Skyblock once, and I got very bad at it, and I never went back to it. But you start off with just the very bare minimum, and you gotta kind of work your way up.
This is our raft. So here's basically how this works. You have to collect resources as they go by, stuff like plastic, palm leaves, and planks. Some things like that barrel full of goodies was close enough for us to just pick up and grab, kind of like this plank of wood, or this bottle. But some stuff is just gonna drift on by, and that's what this tool is for. Huh, there we go. Come to Raft Daddy. So pretty much it's a game of just collecting as much stuff as we can, and thank God for the constant state of debris in the ocean. Now you might be wondering, Josh, what about all that stuff you missed? Why don't you just go swim out to it? I mean, we can, but I think you know what's gonna happen, which is we have a friend down here that wants...
This picture alone is pure anxiety, all right? I'm a terrified bitch of the deep ocean, even though I love it. Is that weird? Is anyone else, like, obsessed with something that they're kind of terrified of? Women? Yeah, probably. But, like... I love looking at pictures of the deep ocean and technically going down there. It's just, my butt clenches and my hair stands on my arms. And it's quite some time. I hope someone else understands what I'm trying to explain here because it's lovely and it's also horrible.
To speak to us, so I think we'll just stay up here in the relative safety of our raft and slowly collect garbage. But don't worry though, we're not going to be adrift forever. For example, I think I see something on the horizon. Oh, that's an island, all right. Hey, what's that noise? Hey, let go of that. Really? Took a bite out of my raft? Well, I think it's official. I know the name of that shark. It's definitely Grace. Anyway, let's check out this island. Oh.
It's definitely Grace. That's actually not what I was expecting whatsoever.
Whoops, there goes my raft. Well,
you can lose your raft?
You know what? I'm sure we didn't need it that badly. I mean, after all, we found land. Wasn't that the point of it all? Besides, if we need another one, I'm sure we can just build it, right? So let's check out what's on this island. Let's see, we got flowers and trees and all of our beloved trash. Yep.
I guess that's true. I guess if I was on a floating raft, I just want to get to an island. I guess this makes sense.
I think everything's gonna be okay.
What the fuck?
Wait a minute. What? How come I'm just...
No,
what happened to the island?
no.
And where's Grace to kill me? In fact, where's anything? Well, we're still out here. Haven't seen a soul. Oh, I see. We're getting a little weak in the knees, huh? Well, we'll try this again on the next go-around. So this is what it felt like to be Jack at the end of Titanic. Okay, round two.
So, why is that a thing? The only thing I can think of is that, like, the game works around a raft mechanic. Well, all right, let me word that differently, because of course the game is called Raft. But, like, it's weird that the game has a circle of a generation point around your created raft, right? So, like, what if you made more than one raft? Can you, like, send one out and it'll float, and then what if you start building another one? Will that one disappear? Or like, how does that work? Does anyone, do you get what I'm trying to say?
Looked it up and I figured out why the island disappears. Basically, the game is auto-generating stuff around your raft.
Okay.
And if you get too far away from stuff, it just despawns. You know, like that island. Or even Grace here. In other words, until we can actually anchor the raft, we gotta stick with it. Bye, island. I'm sure we'll see other ones just like you. Okay, so let's fix up our raft a little bit. To do that, we're gonna build something called a building hammer, which allows us to add to our raft. So we're gonna add a bunch. Now we at least have just a little more breathing room. And while we keep pulling resources out of the water, we gotta be thinking about the next necessities we're gonna need. Most notably, ways to take care of water and food. And for that, we're gonna make a simple purifier and grill. Oh, I'm sorry, did I disturb your concentration? Okay, Grace, you know what? That's the last one you get. Because now we're gonna craft a wooden spear.
Yeah,
no more tasty boat treats for you. Yeah.
I like, all right. It always gave me anxiety when the shark was around it, but at some point, it was like not a problem whatsoever, right? Once you get far enough in this game, and I don't know if they've updated it recently. The last time I played, it ended at the city. Does anyone know the city? I stopped there pretty much. But like at some point, like Grace does not make a big difference whatsoever. So I think it would be cool if they added in like different creatures that kind of, as you progress through the technology tiers, if they were like, hey, there's an octopus now, and it'll just pull shit off your raft, and you gotta get like auto turrets or auto stabbers or something like that. You know, just like Grace is no longer a problem.
Yeah, be scared, even though you probably don't know I'm here. I like how for placing, your guy just aims his finger out. Like, yes, right there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Get off that. Unhand that. Yeah, that'll teach you. So much commotion. Anyway, back to food. And through our harvesting, we at some point found this potato. Meanwhile, let's point to victory and put this thing down. There we go. That's how we're gonna purify our water. We put the salt water in this thing. It condenses on that leaf and drops all the clean water in that cup over there. Well,
I did not even know that's how that fucking worked. Oh my god. I don't know. I just thought they just boiled it out of it. I didn't realize. I don't know. I was just an idiot. I'm just like, oh, obviously we're just burning the salt out of the water. Now it's fresh water. That makes significantly more sense. I'm an idiot. And also, this looks like a little piece of bread down here.
While we wait for that, let's go ahead and eat our cooked potato. Looks delicious. And that's pretty much how we stay alive. We eat literal garbage we've scavenged, we drink the delicious fresh water we've made, and we just keep amassing resources. We can also make a fishing rod, which is just adorable. Let's see, we just kind of, yes, fish, come eat another fish-looking thing. And there we go, a raw mackerel. On the grill you go. Okay, next order of business. See that island in the distance there? I feel like we're gonna drift right by it. So let's see if we can't change our trajectory a little. To do that, we're gonna need to build a sail. Okay, let's see, where should I, whoa, that's pretty big. Okay, yeah, sure, that's not in the way at all. Oh yeah, it looks great. Unfurl, my pretty, and now face the proper direction. What?
He hasn't done anything crazy yet. I'm told that he has like, he breaks games, right? I've only seen like one or two of his other videos, and one of them was like a amusement park, and the other was Satisfactory. So I've seen kind of nut stuff on those. So I wonder, I don't even know what you could do in this game, technically.
What do you want? Okay, stop it. Or my spear could break. Oh, you win this round. I guess I should make things a little bit bigger so I can actually see. And to make sure we can hang out where the raft doesn't leave without us, we're gonna build this thing. A one-time use throwable anchor. And as soon as we're close enough, I'll just lazily dump this overboard. Now, be a good raft and stay put. You too, Grace. So it seems like these little islands have a couple of things to offer. We got stuff like mango trees. We can go ahead and just beat on them for a while and collect a whole bunch of mango and other stuff. In fact, the same goes for all these trees. Beat them up, take their resources, leave nothing behind. I'm sure these trees have been here for thousands of years until I came along. Something I also haven't brought up yet is this guide thing right here. This is essentially the story component of the game. I want to believe I'm not...
I never saw this thing. What? I don't remember this at all. Did I play way too early? Maybe I did.
Right here. This is essentially the story component of the game. I want to believe I'm not one of these two, but this tiny child right here. And they just kind of put me on a raft and was like, have fun. You're a forward scout now. There's a bunch of starter rules that we already know, but here's the one I want to draw your attention to. Follow any radio frequencies. If it's still broadcasting, it's above water. A couple of things I actually found on the open water are these blueprints for a receiver and an antenna. So I guess this is what they meant. We need to build this. There's also one other thing we want to do on this island before we shove off, which is let's take a little swim. If we head on down here, we can pick up fun stuff like
so I'm already getting stressed out. You know, whenever you came down here to get the seaweed and dig up some stuff, you had to... That you didn't know where the shark was, so you just always had to look around you until at some point you kind of forgot the shark existed, and then you go, ah! And it bites you in the ass. Yeah, me too.
Seaweed, and there's a couple other materials we need as well. If we bash at these things right here on the wall with our tool, metal ore. And we got something else here. Copper, as well as random scrap metal.
Yep.
Oh, and I guess that noise is me drowning, so I should probably surface for air. You know, I don't know where Grace is. She's probably eating the whole boat right now. Oh well, let's keep salvaging. And since I'll be doing this for a while, let's take a second and talk about our sponsor, which is NVIDIA GeForce Now. So I often get asked, Josh, what kind of computer do you have? I want to torment games like you do, but I want to make sure my computer can handle it. If you use GeForce Now, you can play your games over NVIDIA's cloud gaming network without having to upgrade your computer at all. It does this by streaming the game to you, and they're handling all the graphics and processing and stuff on their end, so you don't even have to worry about having a beefy PC.
I did not know this existed. I haven't heard like, does it work well? If it's been like 3 years minimum, like, I haven't heard of it since, I guess, I don't know, the release maybe? I feel like this just kind of fell off. Huh.
PC. Basically, the way it works is you fire up the app and you add your games that you already own via digital stores. I'll use the game Astroneer as an example since I was playing that recently. I just have to add it to my library. It'll authenticate with my Steam account to prove I own it, and off I go. No local downloading, I'm just in and playing. A bunch of my other personal favorites are also supported, including Planet Zoo and Satisfactory, and because cloud saves work from my Steam account onto the platform, it was only a couple of clicks before I was instantly reliving the glory days of my—
What the fuck happened to your zoo? How did you get it on the moon?
horrible creations. Oh, it's gonna be okay, little guy. The library includes hundreds of ready-to-play titles, as well as a bunch of free-to-play games. There are 2 membership options, including a free plan, which lets you play for unlimited 1-hour sessions at a time, whereas the Founders Plan lets you play an uninterrupted 6 hours at a time.
Okay.
That plan also gives you priority access when you want to reconnect, and allows you to turn on NVIDIA's RTX option for real-time ray tracing and supported games.
Sure.
Both the free tier and the Founders tier allow you to reconnect an unlimited number of times and support 1080p at 60 frames per second. And on Windows and Mac, you've also got the GeForce Now in-game overlay, where compatible games allow you to use 2 features, including NVIDIA.
I've never watched an ad this long, but I'm kind of interested in how he does it. You know, because I don't know what the next piece of content he's going to show next. I just saw a giraffe on the moon, you know? And I'm also interested in, like, what this technology is, because I've never heard of this thing.
Highlights that lets you capture your greatest gaming moments, and also a feature called Freestyle, which lets you apply filters to customize a game's look in real time.
What?
You can really go nuts with these filters too. Like, sure, who doesn't love a little depth of field? But how about some letterbox? Yeah, now we're talking. Let's really cinemify that. Yeah. Oh, and let's also add this thing called Painterly.
Why is this a thing? Why do people want this?
There we go. We just turned Astroneer into an award-winning short film. GeForce Now is available on Windows, Mac, Android devices, and NVIDIA Shield TV. So if this sounds interesting to you and you want to try it for yourself, the link you need is down in the description. Thanks again to NVIDIA for sponsoring. And now back to Raft. To my total surprise, the raft is still there. And I think I see our next target, whatever that is off in the distance. While we slowly make our way to whatever that is, we're running a little low on space, so let's go ahead and make a small storage container. And there you go. Lovely. Let's put a bunch of our garbage in there. Okay.
Quick little rant. All right. I think I've gotten to the point where I'm a little bougie with crafting games, where if you can't just craft being next to your storage, if you have to like individually always take out your shit, I will start losing my mind. Because I just start throwing shit in. I gather. I'm a gatherer. All right. I like to explore, bring back a lot of shit, and I just want to dump it somewhere. All right. I think Enshrouded did a pretty good job of like, hey, you have to use a regular chest, but at some point you unlock a chest that you can build right from, and then you have an auto sort feature to just dump everything in there. Yeah, absolutely. I don't want to organize a chest. It's annoying.
Hey, let's see, what do we got here? I don't have any other anchors, so we're gonna need to be quick. Huh! Okay, let's see, we can't search anything on here except apparently this one crate, which I will take. Oh god, come back. Ugh, jeez. And I guess once you take that one crate, off it goes. And I guess, oh, so says Grace. Yep, that's all I needed to see. Let's get out of here. Looks like it had some fun miscellaneous stuff in it, including this vine goo, as well as this fish stew recipe. Cool, this looks easy to make. 2 fish crying out for help, 1 egg, and a bucket full of glue. Can't wait. Grace, I said stop hitting the boat.
Oh,
Oh.
you fucking
Grace, you
killed her.
okay there? Well, I guess we'll find out eventually. Nope, she's back. Welcome back, Grace. Okay, next order of business. First, let's extend the raft a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean a lot. There we go. Isn't that nice?
Wow.
In fact, besides supplies, is there really anything stopping me from just building all the way out here? Huh.
I see it. That's right. It's a mile long. Is that really what he's going to do? What if it breaks in the middle? What if it gets stuck on something?
Apparently not. Something tells me this is gonna get real interesting in the future. See, look how useful this already is. Just aim this plank all the way over at the island, anchor it right from here. Yes, surely this is gonna work splendidly. Oh my god, I step away for 2 seconds and you eat the boat. In other news, I learned we can build a bed. Might as well put it right at the end of this plank. Ah, yes, truly, the most ideal rest as I casually go underwater and get a nice quick view of my ever-present companion. Oh good, yeah, that's gonna be perfect. Shockingly, the boat's still holding together. Through the power of muscle memory. Anyway, we need to get started on building this stuff. And to do that, we're gonna unlock the research table so we can learn how to build it. Which, let's see, let's go ahead and put it right. Yeah, there we go. Hanging dangerously off the side like that. So the way we do some research is we pretty much just give it an item, we hit research, and it starts to tell us what kind of stuff.
I did not know we can do this. I guess I haven't played the game in so long. I don't remember what was a part of it and what wasn't. This had to have been a part of the original game, but I don't remember doing the research section. I did play with 4 people at the time, too.
Stuff we can unlock. So I'm just gonna feed it all the random stuff I have in my inventory. Look at all these things we can now learn. Now I get to see pop-ups forever. I did notice the receiver is one thing I haven't unlocked yet, because while I've unlocked planks, plastic, and hinges, I haven't researched circuit boards. We're just gonna start manufacturing stuff on our raft? Well,
Yeah.
sign me up. Okay, so for these circuit boards, we've already researched plastic and vine goo, but we still need to unlock copper ingots. For that, we're gonna need a smelter. Let's see, so we could place this thing in like a logical location, or we could build something silly. Let's see, first we got this little platform up here, and let's see if we add some random support beams here, and then we can add another wooden floor.
What's everybody, if you guys are watching this, if anyone's watching this, hey, thank you for watching this. I'm testing this out to see if people like this or not, because this is actually really entertaining, and I like watching gaming content. But also, what's your thoughts on support beams in games? Would you rather just like be able to just build wherever above you, or do you want like some kind of structure or structural integrity? I think is probably a proper term to use.
Right here, and another stairway right here. Okay, perfect. This definitely won't lead to structural problems. Okay, so let's just go ahead. We'll just put one here and one right off the edge like that. Okay, sensational. I can't believe this is working. Oh, you know what this could use? An amazing filter. Obviously, letterbox. Let's see, let's go as horizontal as we can. Wow, that's really horizontal. Okay, maybe not that.
Who the fuck wants this? That's crazy. I had no idea. That's so fascinating to me.
That horizontal. Okay, that's better. And let's give it a little tilt shift. Well, this isn't the moment I meant to capture, but I guess this is your time to shine, Grace. Thank you for your blessing. And how about a little watercolor? Ah, yeah, there we go. Great. Now it's like we're playing a treasure map. Thanks, GeForce Now. I still can't believe these things work here. 2 giant lumps of copper just smelting away as if this is completely normal. And there we go, a perfect copper ingot. We can finally learn how to make circuit boards. And ta-da, a nice handcrafted circuit board, just like our ancestors used to make. And now we can finally build the antenna and receiver. Okay, let's see, where do we want to put this receiver? I didn't realize it came with a nice conference table too. Actually, you know what, let's take it up here. Okay,
It's like those like solo cup tables you play beer pong on. You're right.
Better. Let's put a couple more posts up and some more floors up here. Okay, now we're talking. We're gonna put it right up there. All we need to do is just go up this little spot and then go up this little ramp, and there we go. Held up by those cables alone. Okay, let's see what it has to say. Well, if I'm reading this correctly, it means I need to have 3 antennas connected. Do you think it matters where I put them? Also, Grace, can you chill on these platforms?
From what I remember, I think they have to be at 3 different points on the raft, and that is actually fucking nuts. So you can kind of have another raft built. That's so weird to me.
Wait, like how lazy can I be about this? Can I just mash all 3 next to each other? Wow, not only are they too close to each other, they're at the wrong altitude. You need higher altitude? You just said the magic words. Then we'll have it turn.
I didn't even think about going up either.
And then we'll have it go up this way for a little while. Yeah, so far so good. Oh my god, and I can just put a platform right up here like this? I mean, this is what they wanted, right? Oh, now it's too far? I'm not sure what the problem is. Well, what if I go all the way over here? You know, to my open bed chambers? How would we we feel about this? I mean, it runs the wire all the way back.
Oh my God.
Sigh. Also too far. I don't get it. Where do you want these things? Okay, fine. What if I just place one right here? That was good enough for you? Just one right there like that? Like a normal person? Okay, I set them up in totally normal places. I'm not happy about it, but there they are. And I'm not taking this down. Not when we can almost reach the birds up there. Are you happy now?
You can farm the birds. That's such a good idea.
Oh. Okay, well, there we go. We found something. Well, let's head to it. Well, call it a hunch. I think this is probably the place. Let's see, what's the best way to anchor this? In you go. Well, all right, good enough for me. Okay, you wait right here, Raft. I'll be right back. Seems like the place is pretty well cleaned out, except for the occasional scrap. We got a whiteboard here and a note. Let's see, what did that note say? People question mark? I bet these numbers are coordinates. And it looks like we're amassing some tabs here. We got first page, we got the radio tower, and we've got vegetarian. That's totally what it said. Don't rewind the video. Let's boot this thing up and put it in our new coordinates of 3358. Easy peasy, float our way to another island squeezy. Bye, radio tower. Come on, Grace. Let's go on another adventure. Yeah, just like that. That's what I meant. You know what? I'm getting real tired of picking up all this trash. So while we wait to get to our next destination, I have an idea. We're gonna build these things called collection nets. Automatically.
I love collection nets, all right? I only made them like 5x5 or whatever it is, but I guess we'll see what he ends up doing with it.
Catches items that float into it. That is just what I wanted. Okay, so as a test, let's see how this thing goes. You trash, get in there now.
Nice.
Oh, well, that's all I needed to see. Let's go ahead and build something beautiful.
Yeah. Hours later.
Oh yeah, look at that. That's working splendidly. There was another game I played called Buoyancy, where I built what was effectively a giant wiper blade that just picked up trash, and it looked—
Oh my God. This is... He beat the game. He beat the... You can have anything you want. And yeah, it's a lot to like start off with, I think, because like I think the main component you need that's annoying is nails. But then once you start building this, you'll... Oh my God.
Looks like we were able to do that again, because it turns out you can just keep on building. So far out that when I get to the end and then I turn around, I can barely see my proper raft. What I'm trying to say is my days of manually salvaging are long gone. Hello, endless supplies. Oh, and I'm not the only one that's been busy. Grace has made sure it's harder and harder for me to get some sleep. Doesn't mean I can't still get over there, though. After all, the best sleep is when your adrenaline is fully pumping, wondering if you're gonna get pulled under the waves by a shark. And that's the secret to sleeping like a baby. Oh, you know what? I think we're here. Although it's hard to know where here is. But thank God I can just walk right up to it. Whoa! Or can I? Oh, it's a cruise liner. You know, as funny as it would be to put down one anchor to hold this whole thing in place, I'm thinking we can just use building to do it. Just kind of hook it around this piece.
I didn't think about that either. Dude, honestly, does he come up with all these ideas himself? Does anyone watch like his like content or like know well about him? Because like these are pretty genius ideas for being a very stupid solution for things, but like it works really well. Honestly, it's inspiring.
Piece right here. Okay. Oh, easy, easy. Okay, I think we did it. I feel like this is like the equivalent of the entire raft holding on with just its pinky. But hey, it seems to be working, so let's go check this out. Corridors, great. Darkness, great. Definitely no people here. Hello? Is anyone gonna finish this game of 8-ball? I call nexties. Okay, so there's actually a whole bunch of stuff you have to do to get up here, but the important part is I made it to the bridge. And what do we have here? Another note? Must we leave Lasagna Island to go to Balboa? Oh, and what's this? Steering wheel. Allows you to rotate. And what's this? Engine. Allows you to go different directions and increase your speed. Well, let's go make some additions, shall we? Okay, first things first, let's put this wheel down. I can think of no spot more suited for this than up here. Ah, yeah, that's fantastic. Hold to rotate smoothly. Okay, we'll see about that. Huh, you know, I couldn't place Y, but I think our raft might be stuck. I'll just leave this in the far right position and just go check it out. Oh, you're
He
fine.
fucking takes fall damage from his own boat.
Just go ahead and cut it off right here. Let's get rid of the little hook we made. Whoa,
Does
what
that work?
happened? Well, seems like it's free now. I also like all the cabling coming from my, let's call it the bridge. Oh my God, what is happening? Wait, is this the speed this thing can turn? What does this look like if I'm just in the water? It looks like a deranged...
That's so funny.
Robot
What?
trying to escape, that's what. Wow, I didn't realize adding a wheel would do so much. I like that Grace is over here like, what's happening? Okay, let's pull this back
my
before
God, I
I'm
love
motion
it.
sick forever. And let's go make it worse by installing that motor. I don't even know how this is supposed to work. Can I put it anywhere? Ooh, stellar. Okay, let's see. One wheel equals $100. Oh, and I gotta put planks in here. Okay, good thing we got a lot of those lying around.
True.
Seems like it's struggling a little bit. Oh, you know what? I think that's one wheel handles 100 foundations. Okay, now I know why you're struggling. I guess we just need to add a couple more then. Okay, there we go. There's 5 beautiful
No way he does this.
thingamajigs. Let's make sure to fill them all up with wood. Oh yeah, that seems better. Okay, so I can't really tell how...
Okay, so he only made a little bit of it. I thought he was gonna put him down the entire, like, path, his little mile that he has here. Because, like, I wonder if it does increase with speed or not. Because, like, if you throw in, like, 100 of these, will it just, like, fly across the map? What are the limits?
fast we're going, so I guess let's just jump in the water and find out. That's really chugging, all right. Well, I bet we can all see where this is going. Hold, please. This might take a little while. Okay, and there we go. Engines as far as the eye can see. And while I was making some modifications, I went ahead and added some other fins to each and every one of the other sides. Can't have us missing out on some of that trash, right? So I think a demonstration is in order. Oh yeah, collect all that trash. And now this way, no trash gets away. All for me. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and attempt to aim ourselves
I want to replay this so bad and do this.
towards the big blue dot. Okay, I think that should be about good. Let's go start up the engines. You're fine. Oh boy, this is gonna take a while. And off it goes. I have absolutely no idea if it's going fast or not. The only thing I know is I'm about to hit my face and lose a bunch of teeth. Okay, it's been a little while, but we're almost there. Or at least I assume. You know, actually, I don't think we're getting any closer. And I think I know why. Ah, yeah, we've already arrived. We're just drilling into this forever. Well, that's okay. We'll just turn the wheel a little bit. Okay, and there we go. Easy, easy. And now hard left. So let's see, how do we think we're gonna get up there? This seems like an easy solution. Thank God we've been sucking up so much trash this whole time. Okay, we made it. Oh, well, this
oh, we're almost done. Hold on.
this is very serene. Hey, what's this? Relay station. Don't mind if I do. Bear coming to kill me. Don't mind if I do. He's like, I haven't seen anyone in 100 years. I was just coming to say hi. Ah. Mama bear coming to ruin my existence. Now that I do mind. Okay, I managed to sneak inside this cave she was guarding. I'm just gonna take whatever this is. A machete? All my prayers have been answered. And just out of spite, let's take all her mushrooms. Passive aggressively at a distance, eat them all behind her, and then maybe sneak up on her. Oh god. Okay, cool story. You know, I think I'll just take my chances with Grace. At least I know what to expect. This is actually the last story island for now in Raft, but you know, when they drop new content, perhaps we'll take a look at what comes next. So I hope you had fun. I know I did, and I'm pretty sure so did Grace. I'll take that as a yes. Thanks again to NVIDIA
I guess I played this far in it because I remember getting past that island. I just don't remember the game, I guess. I guess it's been a hot minute and I have a horrible shit memory, so I guess that makes sense too. This was actually really entertaining. I don't know if I guess let me know in the comments below if you guys enjoyed this kind of thing or not, because I would love to just keep reacting to random shit.